incredible. To be coming through the school and to be in year 13 and get the big role is kind of what you dream of. To be able to finally get, I think, the biggest musical there is, and to get the big role in it at the pinnacle of your school is quite an amazing experience to have. I had to sing Bring Him Home, so probably the hardest song I sang in the production, and to be able to sing it in my audition and have to sing it to the best I can to try and get the role was quite a nerve-wracking experience. But no, it was enjoyable to find out to get the role. The other lead roles I've been is Captain Von Trapp in The Sound of Music, and then I was the Pirate King in The Pirates of Penzance the year before that as well. To work with some of the younger kids in the school, the enthusiasm they have, especially for music, is great to see, because I know in a few years' time when I'll come back and watch any productions, they'll probably be taking the leads. So be able to work with the young kids and to be able to see them enjoying it as well, and I think you can see that from the audience's perspective, that they really enjoyed the age range within it. Not many productions you see, especially in senior schools, especially the senior productions, that you see kids from the prep school in those kind of musicals as well. So it was good to see and good to work with them as well. Les Mis, it covers some of the biggest life questions there are, and especially the role of Jean Valjean. You're playing a character that was once he was discriminated and he was once looked down upon in the community, and to then be able to visit a priest and be able to work. And a big part in life is being able to forgive others. So even though things may happen to you, certain people you meet in certain situations in life, certain people allow you to be forgiven. So in Les Mis, Jean Valjean meets the priest, and even though Jean Valjean's a terrible character, he's been to prison several times, to be able to be forgiven by that priest changes his life completely. He then takes a completely different life path, becomes the mayor of a town, becomes a man who looks for justice, and to be able to show kindness to other people, even though he was once a bad man and once was a prisoner himself, to be able to show forgiveness and show love to other people, I think it's a big part of the moral story of Les Mis. It's a very emotional role to play, to be able to, firstly, there's a lot of death within Les Mis, and that's quite a big part of it. Basically, every character dies essentially, and be able to work with that and be able to portray that the best you can, because ultimately none of us know how it feels, and so that's a big emotional part of the musical, to try and work out how to portray that kind of feeling of emotion. It's a very sad but also the joyous parts of the musical, the bits with Fantine, and you've got Eponine, and you've got Cosette, all the loving parts, the happy parts of the musical. So it's quite an emotional roller coaster throughout it. You've got the bits of death in there, the saddest parts, but you've got the happiest parts as well, with the little Cosette growing up and falling in love as well. So there's some happy parts in it as well. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of months training with Miss Reynolds, because naturally I'm not a tenor, which is Jean Valjean is. He's a tenor vocalist. His role requires a voice which is quite a lot higher than I'm naturally used to. So it took a lot of training to stretch my voice to get to that higher range. So to have such a big vocal part was, for me, really enjoyable, because I loved the fact that it was all singing. I didn't have to worry about speaking anything.